I feel good. I feel good. I feel fantastic. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to put your arm out like this, and I want you to tighten your arm. Make it tight, tighter, a little bit tighter, a little bit tighter. How many of you are breathing? 9 out of 10 of you will literally stop breathing when you're under stress. Now, if you notice, you weren't aware you weren't breathing. Why? Because you were focused on your arm, the tightening of your arm, which is a metaphor for what your body's doing. Now, this program obviously is about stock trading, and yet, who is it that's stock trading? It's you. So what you're going to bring to stock trading are all the patterns, all your past, all your issues, all your challenges, all your fears, all your joys. And so you're going to have to notice, how can you make sure that you're not getting in the way to create success? How many of you want success here? So your goal, one of them, is to find a way to create an open stream so that you are congruent by your words, by your actions, by your deeds, to create what it is that you just raised your hand about. You just said, I want success. For you to create success, you have to believe it. You have to know it. You have to make sure that you're not getting in the way of it. Everybody say, I deserve success. I deserve success. Now, what was that? That was a thought. You repeat that thought over and over and over again with emotion and feeling until it becomes a belief system. It takes 21 days to change a habit. Today's day 1. If all you did today was listen to me, but do nothing else, it's not going to do you much good. I will teach you various tools, various techniques, various strategies on how to deal with it, on how to deal with your stress. That means for the next 20 days beyond today, you're going to have to find a way to retrain yourself, to practice staying calm, to practice finding this core within you that is centered. Here's what I suggest. Take something familiar, add something unfamiliar. Everybody say, take something familiar, add something unfamiliar. That's how we change a habit. I want you to make believe that you have one of those old-fashioned doorknobs in front of you. Now, in just a moment, you're going to turn that doorknob. And when you do, you're going to take a deep breath in. Let's do it. Turn it. Release it. Once again, turn it. Release it. Now, a man by the name of Dr. Stephen Rickshoffen said that you have to develop personal pause buttons as a way to change your habits and release your stress. Now, I mentioned you take something familiar, add something unfamiliar. So from this day forward, for the next 21 days, if you tell yourself, every time I walk into a room, I'm going to take a deep breath in, what do you think is going to happen after 2, 3, 4 days of doing this? You're going to find yourself feeling relaxed every time you walk into a room because you're taking something familiar, going into a room, and add something unfamiliar, taking a deep breath. Now, I want you to become aware of how you're feeling right now. And everything I'm saying at this point is rhetorical, so don't answer me. Just think whatever I'm saying to yourself. Notice how you're feeling. Notice if you're relaxed. Are you comfortable? Are you at ease? Are you tight? Are you tense? Just notice it. No judgment, no right, no wrong. Simply being. Now, this is one of the first steps to managing your stress, is turning your attention inward. Because what's happening is you're creating a magnifying lens now on your inner world. Just like before, when we tightened our arms and we didn't realize what was going on inside, we were focused mostly on what was happening outside. And so when you're doing your stock trading, you also want to become aware and be conscious of what's happening inside of you. Again, to create a very clear channel so that decisions you make have nothing to do with your emotions. So when your exhalation is twice as long as your inhalation, your body will move into a state of relaxation. I'll say it again. When your exhalation is twice as long as your inhalation, your body will naturally relax. It occurs when you release all of the CO2 out of your lungs. If you purse your lips, have the breath go out slowly through your lips, it also helps the process. Now, we're not used to breathing out through our lips. But for this exercise, because this is a laboratory day, I'm going to ask that you push past the resistance to breathe through your lips. Now, what's going to happen to you within a minute to a minute and a half of doing this exercise is extraordinary. Because in just a moment, your body will start to reward you just because you're changing the rhythm of your breath. Within a minute to a minute and a half of doing this technique, your heart rate will begin to slow down. Your blood pressure will begin to normalize. Serum cholesterol in your blood will begin to decrease. Blood circulation will begin to increase. Basically, your blood vessels will begin to expand. Why? Because they are relaxing. Your brain waves will also change from the beta wave, normal waking consciousness, to the alpha wave, a slow brain wave rhythm associated with a feeling of inner peace and tranquility. So before doing your stock trading, what you want to do is do this technique, this simple breathing technique for 2 minutes. That will get you into a calm, centered state of mind. Next stage, your body. Where do you store stress? Where does it go? First place I want you to focus your attention on are your shoulders. Now I want you to notice if your shoulders are up. If your shoulders are up, you're doing something called bracing. Bracing is an unconscious response to stress. Your body's on alert. It's waiting for the next stressful moment. So on your next out-breath, drop them. Drop the shoulders. Let them down. Let them go. Each of these areas we focus on will create a cumulative level of relaxation in your body, which is going to be your goal for the next 20 days after this. Let your shoulders down even more. Good. And we're going to go to some hot spots. Let's focus on your stomach. Slow breath out. Notice if your stomach is tight or tense. Now I mentioned stress will go to the same place over and over again. So these areas that we focus on, if it's tense or tight, that's where your stress goes. Pay attention to that. Now focus on your eyes. Notice if there's any tension or tightness in your eyes. For your eyes, I want you to allow a soft, relaxed gaze with your eyes closed. Soft, relaxed gaze. As you're doing this, notice the difference of feeling as you start shifting and changing and retraining your body, even with this simple exercise. All about awareness. Now you have the power to double the relaxation. Imagine, how would your body feel right now if it were completely relaxed? What areas would release if you were twice as relaxed right now? So right now your breathing is slow, deep, and even. You're breathing in deeply through your nose. You're breathing out slowly through your mouth. Your shoulders are down. Your stomach is soft. There's a slight space between your upper and lower lips. Your eyes have a soft, relaxed gaze. Your forehead is smooth. Your arms and legs are heavy and warm. Your back is warm and relaxed. The goal is to start retraining your body to stay calm and relaxed with your eyes open. How many feel a little bit more relaxed now than when you walked in the room? Now that technique took about 20 to 25 minutes. The goal is that it take 20 to 30 seconds. So how do you turn a 20 to 30 minute technique into a 20-second technique? Now I went through all the different areas where you might store stress. Chances are you don't store it everywhere. How many found stress or tension in your shoulders? How many found it in your stomach? How many found it in your back and neck? Okay, so maybe you have it everywhere. Only kidding. So what I want you to do is focus specifically on those areas where you found the tension and tightness. As you're walking throughout the day, turn your attention inward. How many believe that you can change your state by choosing to? Well, let's work on that. Everybody please stand up. Put your hands out like this. Make a fist. Put it to the side. and do everything that I'm about to do. Huh! All right, you people are good. Huh! I feel good. I feel good. I feel fantastic. This is great. I'm so happy. I want more. I want lots more. Give me more. Now. You're so like demanding. Yes. Yes. Fantastic. Have a seat. 3 basic requirements for your stress. Sleeping. 7 hours of sleep. How many of you get 7 hours of sleep? Raise your hand if you get 7 hours of sleep or more. Exercise. How many of you do aerobic exercise? Fantastic. That's one of the keys. And eating well. Now, when I say eating well, do I mean eating a lot? No. Eating well means eating right. Vegetables, fruits, things that will energize you, but also relax you. Good news is, I want to tell you, is that people that practice the techniques that we do on a daily basis develop a resistance to stress. Your body will learn how to handle stress better. As stress has a cumulative effect in your body, stress management also has a cumulative effect, but it reverses it. It reverses the symptoms. So there's 3 sources of stress. How many sources? 3. Okay, here are the sources. 1, environmental stress. What's environmental stress? Anything that's in your environment. Noise, heat, cold. There's social stressors. Anything to do with a human being. Friends, family, coworkers, boss, children, aging parents. And then there's physiological stressors, anything to do with your body that may cause you stress. It's the perception that you have about your life, about your environmental, your social, your physiological, that will either create your stress or will create the opposite. So what does that mean? That means you have a choice. Now, in just a moment, what I'm going to ask you to do is to take a deep breath in, and then I want you to let out a sigh. All right, deep breath in, and let me hear a sigh. So what I want you to do is just take a moment to enjoy the release that your body just experienced. Happens both through the vibration of sound, an increase in air, and right now you're not holding on to anything. The chair is holding you. Your arms are down. Your body has released some stress just by the sound and the release of air. And remember, when you're involved in the seriousness of your stock trading, to sometimes take a moment out and let yourself lighten up. What is it that causes you stress? And understand it. Educate yourself about it. Recognize, do you really need to have fight or flight? Is it really a life and death issue? That is your goal, to look forward to the stressors. Why do you want to look forward to the stressors? Why do stress-hardy people want to look forward to their stressors? Because they realize that if they can have a stressor and not react to it, they've defeated it. And once you start looking forward to your stressors, whatever they are, related to stocks or whatever else, and move past it, you've won. My name's Robert Lawrence Friedman, and I want to thank you very much, everybody. Thank you so much.